Well, hello everyone. Happy Cheese Friday. Good to see you. I see that Barely Begun and Brenda are both here. I know a couple people may or may not join us or catch a replay after. I think my internet service is a little bit weird today, so I apologize if it's a little bit crazy. But happy Friday. I'm excited to be done with work. It has been the week, and of course, it's Cheese Friday, the best day of the week. So today, hey, Tutu Cat and Sharon, nice to see you guys. So, also, this is going to be my side dish for my meal. I've got like a little breakfast steak in my air fryer. Like, I'm too lazy to go out in the rain and cook it on my smoker, even though that would probably be a tastier result. So, without further ado, today's cheese is Wiggensbach Red Cassanova. I'm going to bring it up, and then we'll talk a little bit about it so you can see. And it has this lovely creamy custardy looking. And then obviously that is why you see here the red from the rind. It's a washed rind. And I assure you, this is a funky cheese. So if you don't like stinky cheeses, or some of those stinky, funky cheeses are a little bit too much, this one, when you open it, super stinky. Oh, and Lisa is here, says sounds like a fancy cheese. It is a fancy cheese. It's Bavarian. And so I mentioned it being pretty funky, but with a caveat, one of the things that makes this red Cassanova special is that in order to highlight their specialty milk from that region in Bavaria, they add extra cream. So it's not just milk, it's also got extra cream, upping the fat, which, as you know, makes it a little bit nicer if you're a ketogenic eater. But also that addition of the extra cream kind of adds a little more balance to the funk. So even though it's got that lovely, luscious, yellowy custardy texture to it, it's a semi-soft cheese. Tutu Cute Cat says it looks like a piece of cake. It definitely does not taste like cake. That would be some magical cheese. But despite the fact that when you first take the wrapper off, that funky smell hits you in the face, and you're going to be like, oh no. But I assure you, that is just from the rind, and then the interior is this lovely, lovely custardiness. You can see I dig right into it. Excuse me. Let me have a drink of my water. All of the fluctuating temperatures are stirring all of the pollens up in the air. And so I've got like an itchy throat from that. But so you see, you can just dig right into it. And then, goodness gracious. One of the perils of doing things live, right? Can't edit out when you have like a choking moment. All right. But so here we go. We get our lovely cheese, you see, and it does melt lovely, but it's maybe a bit too strong if you want to do like fondue. This is definitely something you want to put like on a nice charcuterie, so you have other things to pair it with. Maybe some of your sugar-free jams. If you indulge in berries, that's a great pairing. But you want stuff that's gonna tamper down and ease up a little bit with the funkiness. It's not like a whole out of hand cheese eating, but it is amazing, super high quality cheese. We don't find it often because, of course, it's your DOP cheese, which is your designated origins. And without further ado, I'm going to slap it down on my little allocation of meal pork rinds. Okay, it's super nice. Because with like some funky cheeses, it's really overwhelming. But in this case, you get a little bit of that funk, but then it's also tapered by that savory, beefy onion kind of a taste to it. And then it mellows down into that cream. It really plays nicely with my pork rinds, which you wouldn't necessarily always expect, but like the salt highlights that cream and really also plays off of that slight funky oniony sort of flavor that these kind of cheeses get. So that is our Cheese Friday. Yeah. So if you like stinky cheese, or if you want like medium stinky or not quite, something in that brie kind of category, maybe a little more intense, this is the one. Oh, and Coda Bear said he was skeptical until I said oniony. Sounds okay. And, like I said, sometimes funky cheeses are not for every person, but a lot of people really dig it. I'm one of those people. I love me a stinky cheese. Hey, Mike, nice to see you. So that is our cheese for the today. Again, that is called the red Cassanova. Red Cassanova. A 22Q Cat says she'd try it. Yeah, I encourage you to explore. But again, if you are newer to cheeses, you definitely want to make sure that you work your way up into the cheeses. What you'll find is that if you start eating cheeses in a variety and start learning about pairings or trying them out, you'll start off with really sticking to like your typical Americanized cheeses. And as your palate grows, you'll become more adventuresome, and then some of these cheeses will become more delightful. If you haven't been to our Cheese Fridays over time, I'm going to just review kind of what we do when we talk about cheese from a review standpoint. With cheese, you're talking about a few different aspects. One of them is appearance, which is usually about the coloration. And then we talk about hardness, which goes from everything from soft, semi-soft, semi-hard, and hard. So your soft would be your things like your brie or your camemberts, where everything gets very ooey gooey as you cut through the rind. And then your hard is like your parmesans and stuff, where it's super super crunchy, prone to crumbling. You cannot slice it, etc. And then the semi-soft is a little firmer. Semi-hard is sliceable, nice cheese like a lot of your cheddars. And Mike says he likes all cheese. Me too. There's not a lot of cheeses that I don't like. So let's see. Where was I? Oh yeah, so the cheeses. Hardness, appearance, smell, which as I told you, this one will really hit you in the face initially, and then it'll air out and ease up a little bit. But so there's all kinds of aromas: nutty, fruity, citrusy, buttery, and again we go here with sharp and funky. So that's three things: your appearance, your hardness, your smell, and then lastly is your taste. And we talk about taste of cheeses all the time. We talk about fruit forward. We talk about very buttery. We talk about peppery. In this case, we're talking about funky, beefy onion. So there's a really wide range to describe it, and it sort of falls in place a lot like describing wine, where we talk about jammy or very dry, smoky, oaky. And that's really what we're looking for when we talk about cheeses, because it gives people a little bit of an idea about what kind of experience they're going to have. That's your cheesification today. So other than that, the reason I did live today is because I'm lazy, and also I realized that my time crunch was going to be rough because I bought an e-bike. Yes, and I wasn't expecting it until be ready until Sunday or Monday, but they called me last night and they said, exciting news. We worked it up earlier in the queue, so come get your bike. So immediately after I finish eating, we'll be running out the door so that I can get accessories, try it out, hopefully not in the pouring rain, and then, hey, new bike. This bike, because it's an e-bike, I still have my other bikes, and I've got one that's for nice, like, short little errands and also for like riding in the gravel or doing a little bit of off-roading. That would be my Damane. and that one does have a rack and can make small hauls. Then the other thing, that the other bike is my Amanda, and that's my little road speedy beast. The Amanda is like super. It's probably one of the lightest bikes ever made, and that one is good. So like if you are trying to work real hard climbing hills or do all of that. Now the e-bike, the purpose of my e-bike is so that you can go further, a little bit faster. You can carry all of the weight. You don't have to work real hard going up hills. It's really a replacement for a vehicle. You use it to commute to work, so that you're not like gross and sweaty by the time you get there, but you're still getting a lot of exercise because you have to pedal. It won't go if you're not working. It's just that you are working a little bit less, and instead of extreme effort on big hills, you're making the same effort as going on flat. So hence needing the ability to go further and go a little faster. So that's your fun day. Let's see. Coda says it's always fun shopping for new accessories. Enjoy my new toy. Yeah, I will. It's a real practical tool for us. Our vehicles are all coming up to be cycled. Haha, that's a word play, but it's coming up to be cycled out, and possibly we will not replace one vehicle and just keep it until it dies, and then eventually retire it. And instead, we'll have a bike. So that's the goal. So if you guys don't mind, as you can hear, my little breakfast steak is done. So I think I'm going to go ahead and log out, finish my little bit of funky cheese and my pork rinds and my little minute steak. And you guys have a lovely afternoon this Friday. I want you guys to know I always appreciate seeing you on the lives, not just mine, but on all the others. And don't forget, tonight is the Hungry Horde. I'm not sure what they're making. I forgot to go look and see, but I know it'll be good because Heath and Shelly are amazing at cooking. So I'll see you guys tonight. Bye-bye.